Wyther Farms. It is a beautiful morning here for a few reasons. This came out of the store. I met the farm owners here that own the grassland that we mowed just a few days ago because I had to pay them their 24,150 pounds. I actually got all the silage sold at the BGA last night, and we brought in just a little over 160,000 pounds, so I had to pay them their 15%. But even after doing so, that does leave me sitting at 148,000 pounds in our bank account, which is pretty darn good. I did have to pay an extra hour leasing fee on the front loader and the bucket because, well, it took me that long to go ahead and load it in there. But that is all said and done, and my bank account is sitting nicely just shy of 150,000 pounds. And with that, I've already been talking to the realtor today on the phone because right over here, yep, I put a bid on this property right here for 81,000 pounds. Just a little over 81,000 pounds. I'm actually just offering what they're offering for it, basically. So I'm not trying to get a discount on the property at all, because if you look at the property all around here on Wyther Farms, that land right there seems pretty darn cheap for what all the other property is going for. Plus, it already has a crop in it. So I pretty much expect to get that land bought sometime today. And if so, that's going to give me some work to do because, well, yeah, it's already got crop into it, but I don't know the condition of the field itself. So I don't know if it had soil sampling done. I don't know how the nitrogen level is, and also the pH level is. So we're going to want to get that crop pretty well looking pretty good, because I'd like my first yield to be darn good and get a lot of my money returning on that field. So thinking that I'm going to be getting that land, I'm going to go up and see the Douglases and ask them about the combine harvester for next season. If they'd be all interested in leasing me it for a day, or let me borrow it for a day. I doubt that, since they're having some money issues. I wouldn't want to borrow it for free, but maybe I could do some work for them and then get the combine for free as an equal trade. So I'm going to go up and talk to them this morning as well, while I wait for the money to come through, or the bid to come through on that property. Meanwhile, I mean, 80,000, that's going to leave me just somewhere around 70,000 in our bank account. What I would like to do is pay a little bit more off my loan. I'm about a couple weeks behind on the loan payment, actually. The bank said it's okay as long as I pay extra when I do get the money in, which I'm going to. I'm actually going to pay quite a bit off of it. When I mean quite a bit, I'm actually thinking like around 15,000 or so, which leaves me some money to upgrade my quote-unquote farm during the winter months, which means getting a shed, a workstation, just little things like that. Not something too expensive, but just upgrade the farm so I can park some of my things, and maybe even upgrade some of the equipment that I have as well. And I just noticed their combine is not here. Not where it usually, well, at least last I saw, it was parked right over here. Well, the sheep have their grass and water, so they're doing okay. Let me go on around and check to see if the Douglases are home, and I can ask them about the combine, because I'm not really seeing it anywhere. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I mean, maybe they got into the shed down over there. Let me go ahead and see if they're home. Good morning, Sherman. How you doing today? I guess overall I'm not doing too bad. How about yourself? I'm doing okay, but I came up to ask you a question this morning. Sure, what is it? I was just wondering about your combine. I was coming up to ask if maybe I could possibly lease it or borrow it next season. I'm maybe purchasing some land here today, and it has a good amount of barley into it. And, well, I'm going to need a combine to harvest it. But I noticed your combine is not where I last saw it. Well, yeah, we sold it just the other day along with the header, so we don't have a combine or a header to lease you. Oh, well, I see. Yeah, I know you said the farm's been having a little bit of issues, so anything I can do to help or anything? No, not at the moment. Like I said, I've been taking care of the animals myself, and I got the straw bales put back in the far of the shed, so yeah, we're pretty much just down to the Massey Ferguson and the trailer. I do have some that grain to sell, but yep, not much to do around here on the farm this time of the year. Well, if you ever need anything, just, get a hold of me. But while I'm here, is your father around? Because I would like to ask him a question as well. Sure. Let me go get him. Good morning, Mr. Withers. How are you?
Good morning.
I came to ask you a question. Well, actually, the question is reference to your question. I guess you want to know if I spoke to Elf. I don't know no Alfred or Elf.
Not Alfred or Elf. ALF, Elf. Alien life form.
No. Sorry, I'm not really sure I know what you're talking about, so I haven't talked to Elf.
Well, at some point he'll be coming for you.
Okay. Well, sure, Mr. Withers. Come on, Dad. You need to go back inside. Yeah, I'm sorry. My father must be just having another bad day or something. Yeah, Elf, I'm not... Yeah, I don't know no Elf. I wouldn't think that you would. Enjoy the rest of your day, Sherman. I'm going to get back to work, and good luck with the farm. And like I said, if you need anything, just give me a buzz. Will do. Well, needless to say, that was an odd conversation with Mr. Withers. So, Alf is an alien life form. I get it now, but... Okay, but no, I have not spoken to no Elf, alien life form, and I hope I don't have to. Alright, so I'm going to head on back to the quote-unquote farm. I'm going to check on our bales, because I did get some bales wrapped up a couple days ago. I assume they're ready. And since I've already done the silage sale from the grass fields, I can go ahead and sell my silage bales if they're ready. And that just means more cash for us. But I'm really waiting on the land to come on through, so I can possibly get working on that. I'd like to get that done before winter, so that way when next summer comes, that field's ready to go when it's ready to go. And plus, right now, the crops in that field are still rather young, so I can go in there with this tractor and not damage them at all. But in the future, if they grow a lot taller, which I hope they do, like next spring, if I went in there with these tires, I would just ruin a lot of the crops. So the sooner I can get in there, the better. That's why I'm trying to get this sale pushed through today. But I'll go back on, check on the bales, and call the realtor and see if they've been able to talk to that farm owner. Just had a quick bite to eat back at the cabin, and just after I got the phone call from the realtor, the property is now ours, so my bank account has dropped a lot, but the farm value definitely has gone up by owning a whole bunch of land now. And I did check on our silage bales just before lunch, and they are ready, so I called up to the store and leased this for the day, which did cost me about 1,600 pounds, but we'll make that cash back relatively with ease. Alright, we should be all ready to go. Yeah, I pretty much don't have to go into the store anymore to sign papers. Pretty much I always buy the insurance when I lease something, just in case I do something stupid with it. I'm covered. Yeah, the people at the store know me pretty darn well at this point, leasing all this equipment. I always get the insurance. Let's go on down, grab some of our bales, bring that over to the BGA. Now, last time I got about maybe 35,000 pounds from the bales, and that was with like 33 bales or something like that. Now I got like 50 something, so hopefully maybe get 50,000 pounds from all this, which would be darn good. That'll give me back over 110, which would be a lot of cash. Well, it sounds like a lot of cash until it comes time and I start buying things this winter, like a shed, a workstation, possibly a pressure washer to clean up my vehicles, and maybe upgrade what we have here for mowers and fertilizers. But yeah, I now have a field that has crop in it, but I'm going to have to lease a combine next year for sure. I don't think buying one would be a wise choice. But now I just need to go around and pick up all these bales. And after my first trip to the BGA, I'm definitely going to go on over to our property. Now, there is only one access to that property right now, but I'm going to go ahead and make myself a new access way to that property because going all the way around. I basically have to go around to where we stayed in the apartment the first week or so that we were here. Yep, that's over by Justin's old condo. Over by the store where Sally works, so there's an entryway to there, which will then bring us around to our field. But I'm going to go ahead and make access right off this road to our left. Just have to cut down a few posts, so I have to bring my chainsaw over. And cut down a few of the hedgerows so I can get myself in there. Just give myself a little bit ease of access. A couple more bales, we'll head on over to the BGA, which I've pretty much lived at yesterday afternoon. Yeah, loading up the BGA plant was pretty much use the wheel loader for about 10 minutes. Get it nice and full, turn off the wheel loader so I'm not putting the hours onto it. Alright, I can grab 2 more. And then I would just turn the wheel loader off, just kind of walk around a bit, just stare at the property that was, well, we bought today. And dreamed a little bit, and just kept that process going all day until all of the silage was sold. But now this is going to be a little bit easier to go on over and just dump it right on in. Our grass field does need to be fertilized. But there's no rush because winter is just about here. We can see the air temperature today is starting to get a little brisk out, 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Ground temperature is dropping as well. And even though it hasn't rained at all today, the crops are still got a lot of dew on them. And here is our first load of silage bales going on in. 1 full trip down, 3 more full trips, and then about maybe like a half a load. So in total, like, it'll be 5 trips, but the last trailer load would only be like maybe half a load, I think, somewhere in that vicinity. Time to go get the rest. These are the last 4 silage bales that need to be brought over to the BGA, and then I can return this loading wagon. I thought about buying it, but then I keep thinking about, like I said, upgrading my baler and wrapping system the way it is. So if I were to go to square bales, buying this would not help me out next time I go to do bales. Alright, so that is all the bales that I have. Just fold it up and get on over to the BGA and give them the last 4 bales. So far it's been processing everything I brought it over. I haven't filled it up just yet, but like I said, this BGA seems to process it quickly. And then before I go, because I kind of forgot to go look at our land, I need to open up a spot off this road so I can get in and out of it pretty easily. Because winter is approaching and I need to get into that field and, like I said, do some soil sampling before the ground freezes. And then possibly get that lime and fertilizer down as well as quickly as I can, so it has time to settle all winter and soak into the ground. I will say, coming around that corner where the BGA is, if traffic is coming, you can't really see it that well. Luckily for me, the traffic appears to be elsewhere today. These are the last 4. Perfect. Kind of wait for that to come down a little bit. And have that fold on in, please. It'll take a second or 2. And actually, I'm going to park my T8 right here. Jump on out. Got my chainsaw with me. Alright, so I kind of need to jump over the hedge here. I will say though, with this field, there's not much room anywhere. So the only entryway right now into this field is on the other side, right over there. And basically, I'd have to go all the way up along. You can kind of see the path ahead of me. That goes all the way up alongside. There's like a pond over there. And then we would turn left, and that brings me out to the condo units that we stayed in when we first moved here. But we're going to go ahead and make an entryway over here because my farm is just around the corner, and I'm going to be coming from this way. I don't want to have to travel all the way around. So let's see if we can find a lovely little stump to cut here. Thought I saw one here. There it is. Yeah, there's one. So that brings me to that corner here. And I think definitely another one, which is right here. I think I'm going to go one more. Yep, right there. I can see it. Alright, we'll grab these. And for now, yeah, I'll place them right over here. That's going to just stand right up. I mean, alright, can I knock it over? No, alright. So, it wants to stay right there, apparently. So I don't have a trailer either. So that's be something I may have to lease next year. What this is going to allow me to do is, obviously this crop won't be ready for harvest until next season. And then after I harvest it, I can kind of figure out next season into next winter what to do with this field. Meaning, should I just put grass back in it? Do I want to keep planting crop? Do I want to start, looking into combines and trailers and all that? This field, as you can see, is really huge. So I've got to make sure when I lease a combine, it's got to be a decent sized one. But yeah, I definitely got to clean up this little bit area right here. And maybe what we'll do after we do a harvest next season is we'll round off the field a little bit right here. So when I bring equipment in, I got places to travel alongside the hedgerow. I got to clean out some of this brush here as well. But man, that is a long field. Definitely going to get a lot of straw bales off it. So that's why I'm thinking possibly upgrade our baler system that we have. Like I said, it's not bad, but every time I got to unload a bale, I got to stop. At least with a square baler, I can just keep on going and the bales will spit out the back. So something to look into. But there's the other entryway to my farm. Sorry, not to my farm, but to this field. And what I can do, I guess, is, I mean, it's not going to be bad to have there, but I need to go sell the grain. If my sell point is up that way, at least I got a little bit of, I don't want to call that a shortcut. But that's the other thing. I don't know what the price of barley is going to be next year at the time. It might be worth it to maybe... I keep hating to go up to the Douglases and asking if I could, lease some space inside their silos and maybe put this into if the price isn't good. Because if the price is, if I can get double the price off it, we're going to have so much barley here. It'd be worth it to store the barley. But who knows? Maybe by then I'll have enough cash to have my own little tiny little silo. I don't know how much I'm going to need to store, but little by little. Oh, the other thing I want to do before I forget, I'm going to go in and pay $15,000 off my loan, so that'll bring me down to $50,000. So let me go ahead and do that. Well, I'm pretty sure the bank's going to be happy about that $15,000 payment because my payment should only be $2,000. Now I'm starting to pay extra on the principal, so I still owe 181,000 pounds. I know I may have said dollars a couple times. I'm going to get it straight one of these times. But that brings me down to 50,000 pounds. But I should get about 50,000 pounds tonight from the BGA, hopefully. Which, it's going to pay off nicely here because I am going to buy a shed. And, of course, a little bit of working station so I can upgrade some, well, not upgrade, but repair some of my equipment. And like I said, during the winter months, I'm going to go ahead and do some financial stuff in my head. See if I can upgrade my stuff or not. But tomorrow, yeah, winter is almost here. But I think tomorrow, or maybe, let's see, what time? It's 2:30 in the afternoon? Now I'll just have to get up really early tomorrow and start doing some soil sampling on this field. I think tomorrow is working on this field only. Which is kind of a shame because I would like to go ahead and do some other spare jobs around here and bring some more cash in. But if I don't take care of my own field first this winter, yeah, I won't get a great yield off it. But it is good. We own a lot of land now. But now I don't want to say I got to worry. I just got to figure out how to approach this. I need to clear out some of these shrubs and take care of these stumps as well. I think if I just put a chain around the stump, dig a little hole and put a chain around it, I can probably pull these stumps. They can't be too deep. Can't be too deep. I need to go return this loading wagon because, well, or loading trailer. The longer I have it, the more I'm going to pay on the leasing fees. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this on back.